card is around. Ugh, this is so dangerous. I'm literally, okay, my car is super messy. I need a better, hold on. Okay, this is such an awkward struggle. Nobody judge me. I'm struggling. My setup wasn't as great as I had. On my way to Starbucks because, why? Because, okay, so as I was saying, give me 1 second. There's hella cars for some reason. Just as I was about to back out. Anyways, coffee. Ugh. I got the honey oat milk latte. It was so expensive. Why do people buy Starbucks? Just kidding. I'm literally a Starbucks addict. Anyways, now that we got that, we'll be heading to Los Banos, so we will try this oat milk honey latte. Choked on a latte. Wonderful. Good morning. I'm here at a different angle. So I'm on the way to Los Banos. I literally have not recited this in my head like 4 million times, but I'm giving COVID vaccines today. I am a contracted medical assistant. I don't really know what happened. I don't really know what I am, but all I know is they call me, show up to a place, and I give vaccines all day, and I go home, and it's $25 an hour. And yeah, it's been pretty fun. I've only been going to the Merced location. Today I'm going to Los Banos, which is still in Merced County. So it's basically a long drive through the countryside, basically in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, so in terms of uniform, it's like super chill. I honestly was scared I was like being scammed the first time, because it was just like, they were like, I don't know, it was just like so quick. They're like, all right, you have a legit certificate that you're a medical assistant, you're hired. And I was just like, okay. And then like they're like, okay, here's all your stuff, Social Security, give you like all your stuff to get hired, and like your direct deposit form. I was just like, oh my god, what if they steal all my money? But anyways, I showed up and we're actually giving COVID vaccines. This old man behind me is like literally trying to pass. You know what? I'll let him do what he has to do. Okay, anyway. Bro, that's so dangerous. What was the point of just passing me? There's literally a bigger car in front of me. Yeah, so in terms of uniform, it's pretty chill. They like prefer scrubs, but you could just wear comfortable clothing. I have scrub bottoms on, but I just wore a normal t-shirt and a sweater and then a jacket, because like we're wearing coveralls, which is basically like a jumpsuit, right? Like basically they're white, but you know, like those orange jumpsuits you see on TV where like prisoners wear. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, but it's all white, and then sometimes it's like so large for you, so you're just like, you look like the Michelin Man guy. There is plenty of space, but I'm not gonna pass. I'm gonna just take my time, you know. So my estimated time of arrival is 7:45, and I'm supposed to be there by 8, which is, yeah, I just got up early because like in case I can't find the location, or like, plus I was getting my Starbucks. It was some oat milk honey latte. It tastes pretty good. It just tastes mostly like oat milk, to be honest. Like, I've had oat milk lattes in the past, and I spent like $5.75 on it, and I was like, this is the first time I've spent that much on coffee since I was in Berkeley. Like, I literally don't spend that much on coffee anymore, because I like have a donut shop. And yeah, if I'm in Merced, I definitely straight to Donut King and grab an iced coffee there. Usually I do a caramel mocha mix, a little bit of each, and I add like their espresso thing, or it's like not really espresso, it's just like super concentrated coffee, but super strong, and I add that in it. Or sometimes I get Asian coffee. It really tastes good when you put a lot of like the condensed milk, because it tastes like Viet coffee, you know. And but yeah, that's it for now. It is 7:30. I will be there in 15 minutes, so you can enjoy the rest of the countryside. Ooh, this is a bad angle. Anyways, I just got here. I walked in to make sure I was in the right place. And I clocked into work. Now I'm in my car. Yeah, I'm gonna take off this outer jacket because I'm wearing coveralls. And then when it gets like afternoon, it's hot. I have a short sleeve under the long sleeve, so. It was hot in my car for some reason, which sucked. So I'm sitting outside in the shade, and there's like barely any shade here because we're in Los Banos, and it's like literally hot and dry. And I was like parked over here, and it's just like no trees. So there's like one tree right here where I'm sitting under. Okay. So this is literally so embarrassing. My mom brought me a box. This is like what she wore, what she used when she worked. I just realized I don't have a fork. So I'm kind of awkward, so I don't know where to ask for a freaking fork. And I don't want to drive somewhere because my lunch break is going to be over and it's only 30 minutes. And I just clocked out at 12:45 and it is 12. I already spent 10 minutes just getting in the car. Okay. Oh my God. So I'm gonna use a straw. We'll have chopsticks or something. Yeah, it'll be chopsticks. Okay. We'll make it work. Okay. Why do I always forget my utensils? Like every single we have here is duck, curly fries that's left over from, and then we have spy, which is like pickled mustard greens in an egg. So I'm gonna just take this out. I don't know why I put the curly fries in there. It's from Jack in the Box. Cause now I'm gonna eat it because it doesn't taste good anymore. Should have just ate it last night. I have rice separately. Crunchy fries. The curly fries are just so crunchy. And I have an orange seaweed, but crap, this is so awkward. Okay. Crunchy and salty. I'm gonna just do that. So I know you're not supposed to like talk while you eat or whatever, but let's talk about my day. So today, instead of doing injections, I was traffic control. So basically my job was to ask them if they have their, because we're doing second doses of Pfizer. Someone's starting to drive by. Oh my god, I made eye contact. Okay, second dose of Pfizer. Just make sure they have their vaccination card and have paperwork, and then direct them to a seat. So basically how it works is we have rows of seats, like rows and rows and rows, right? And then we direct them to seat in order. Right? Fill this seat and this seat, and then come back around and snake, right? So we do that. And we have to do it in order because we have carts. We have carts with the vaccines and all that stuff, and they go to the people. They collect the paperwork. So there's first a card that's data entry, and they first like process their paperwork and stuff, and then after processing the paperwork, another cart comes by with the vaccine and COVID test, which we do simultaneously. Well, not simultaneously. You don't get like poked, and it's at the same time, one after another. Same cart. So usually I was just getting vaccines. It's so like methodical, and you're just like running on, I don't know, running on autopilot. Yep. Here is this piece of duck. I can't stab it because it's really cold, so it's like the meat stuck together, so I'm just I just realized I didn't bring sauce. It's just, I didn't bring the sauce. Last time I went to work, I just brought the whole sauce. So there's no sauce at home, but I could have made like soy sauce or something. So I would just be eating this. Egg with pickled mustard greens and these soggy fries without ranch. I'm basically just eating the fries with rice, but I was just saying the same thing all day, and I was wired with coffee. So like, I was just saying it really fast and like running around. Like, I'm not the type of person that just like standing there. Like, I feel restless if someone else is doing something and I'm not doing anything. I feel restless. I'm just like, I should be doing something. So I was just like helping put papers on clipboards, highlighting stuff. I was like running around a lot because some people, like, they're older folks, and some people don't listen. They're like, or adamant on like needing to sit by someone. I'm just like, bro, chill. You could sit by someone, that's fine. Just, and then like when you direct them, they don't necessarily go. But so there's like a person there that is waiting to just like, I'm just like, the man who's waving his hand, just follow him, he'll direct you. But yeah, not as bad as I thought it would be in terms of eating utensils. So I ate my ham and cheese already, but I scooped the rice. I had all this packed last night in an empty container, and I put rice in it, and then I put it in my bag, put the ham and cheese right next to it, close the thing, and then my ham and cheese was warm in the morning. I didn't even have to warm it up, and I wasn't even like thinking about needing to warm it up. because damn, they took my parking spot. I moved because I was gonna go somewhere, and then I spotted this shade. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really like chaotic, and I feel like it's not that interesting. But look at this curly fry. I dropped it. That was loud. I have some napkins in the car, but I'm not. Seaweed. It's called Seaweed Love. It's about a few months expired, but it's fine. It's good. Expiration dates are just a suggestion. As long as it's not like 5 years, it should be fine. I have no idea why that was difficult for me to eat. So, no, I wasn't thinking, you know what? I have 10 minutes left. But what I was supposed to do with last night, my intention was to put a slice of egg on here. I dropped my rice, but I'm just making a mess all over the place. And then put rice on this. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The seaweed is like crunchy. Like usually, I don't know, it's like breaking apart in my hands. But the other seaweed from Costco I take, usually it just like melts with the rice, or the rice makes it sticky-ish. But also this rice isn't warm, so that could also be a reason. But curly fry and pickled green mustard. Labor laws are so weird. Not weird because they're bad, but like, I've never had to deal with this sort of situation before. Like taking a lunch before your 4th hour or 5th hour. Because I have not. I have 7 minutes. Because I have not like worked all day. Not counting the dental shop, because the dental shop you can take breaks whenever and when there's no people. But I've worked like part-time jobs, so they were like 4-hour shifts, 6-hour shifts, or whatever. But in my job at Berkeley, it was every 3 hours you get 15 minutes paid break. So basically, doggy. So this company is kind of, we have like pop-up areas. It's just based on the county's allocation of vaccines, I believe. So like when the county I guess contacts them, and then they have a pop-up vaccine thing. So we're at the fairgrounds. Yeah, so there, it isn't really like a permanent site for vaccinations. It's just like, they basically fill up a car with not the vaccines, but all the like needles and stuff. And then when they get the vaccine, they pull it out of the vial there. It is 6:11 p.m. I am leaving Los Banos and heading over. All the MAs and phlebotomists basically already left, except for one cart each, because there's about like 20-ish more of appointments, and then there's leftover vaccines. So they are just, a couple people are there just waiting. And I'm going to work at Roland tomorrow. So I'm just like, I'm going to go home. But yeah, and that's that. I'm back in my room. I'm holding this like a selfie. Yeah, so just this after summary after lunch, I did go back in, and an MA and a phlebotomist were on break. So I did take over their cart and just started giving vaccines. Yeah, and then they came back and I was just still giving vaccines. So basically for the rest of the night, I was just giving vaccines, and literally everyone else was giving vaccines like basically 9 hours straight. Like there was like no break except for their lunch, and then it finally slowed down at 5:30. So basically when I got back at lunch at 1:15, I was giving vaccines and talking to people until about like 5:30 when it chilled. And then now that I'm home, I'm gonna do a really short arm workout. I really like Bully Juice's arm, or like his short workouts, like his 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute workouts. It's just like, I don't know, I just really like it when I don't have any equipment. I do have a yoga mat here, but I'm just gonna do that before I shower. And then my aunt made pad thai, so I'm gonna be having that for dinner. And then my mother is making chicken soup, the one with all those like Chinese herbs. For like, should we make that like once a week or every other week? I don't know why. It's just like the herbs. Anyways, thanks for that.